Questions.
Check. About 5 years.
Depends what time scale you use.
Yeah. Binary or
1 eon on the geologic time scale.
6 years. Sorry. It was our 6-year anniversary in September.
This year. But I wanted to be her friend before that. I was like, oh my god, Kennedy's perfect for like 5 years.
Stop.
8 years.
8 years?
I feel like it's 8 years. Isn't it 8 years?
No.
No, 7?
Yeah,
7.
7.
Sorry, I added a year.
I think it's 7.
What is friendship? All our lives, we surround ourselves with people we call our friends, while only a select few of these relationships are strong enough to last through the years. These are the true friendships. The ones that, through some unknown reason, are able to last, despite what tribulations may come their way. But what if we don't know what this formula for a perfect friendship is? How are we to keep our friends close? Perhaps it's just luck, or maybe it's something deeper beyond our understanding. However, there's one thing we know for sure. As we mature, so do our friendships. The various stages of our lives provide us with multiple experiences that can enhance our understanding of what a true relationship is. As we progress, the connections we forge become more meaningful. At their foundation lies childhood, where a friend is nothing more than someone to play with. We love them not because of who they are, but because they provide a source of entertainment.
Abigail.
What's that, Pearl?
Abigail.
Abigail? Who's Abigail?
I like Abigail.
Is Abigail your best friend?
Yeah.
What do you and Abigail do together?
And play with all toys in the house.
Play with all the toys in the house.
Yeah.
Building off of childhood relationships, the ones we form as teenagers help teach us what a friendship should be. They are the turning point. The relationship either doesn't change from one of immature entertainment or changes into one that has profound meaning to all those involved. Friendships come and go quickly, sometimes to simply keep the boredom at bay during school, but sometimes a friendship rises above the fray and goes on to mean something later in life. What do you like most about each other?
Everything! Shucks. Yeah, she likes everything about me. I don't know. For me, I think we just, I don't know, like we understand each other.
Yeah.
And we can't, it's not something you can like explain. It's just something that, I don't know, we can talk to each other and be like, yeah. Like that's like the majority of our conversation is just like, yeah, it's so true. And like, we have the same way of thinking, I think, which is really helpful. I don't have to like explain myself so much or like justify why I did something because she just understands.
For me, it's mostly, it's just like, we just get along, like, more than most, like, best friend pairings that I see, because, like, I don't know, I've just been, like, thinking about it, and, like, there's so often those, like, best friends that are just, like, oh, we're best friends, we've been best friends since kindergarten, but then they'll just go through phases where they, like, hate each other, and that makes,
talk crap about each other.
Yeah, and they just gossip about each other, and, like, that makes no sense to me at all, because, like, how can you say that you, like, you're best friends and you love each other when you can, like, hate each other in the blink of an eye?
Like, I love her,
But, oh my gosh, I hear that so often.
Yeah.
I love her, but just, sometimes, like, that's not, I don't know, that's, like, not what best friends should be.
Do you think you guys will stay friends throughout your life?
Well, his name's permanently on my body, so I hope so.
So why do you have Jess tattooed on your leg?
That's his name.
Well, it was gonna be Jesse. It started out as my birthday present last year, and then he got to the IE, and he's all like, "This hurts," so he stopped. Anyway,
Because I put glue on it.
what do I like about you? He makes me chill out and stop caring about everything.
He makes me freak out and start caring about everything.
Sometimes I'm just like, get your shit together, and sometimes he's all like, spread your shit around, and I'm like, okay.
Tell us an interesting story about your guys' friendship.
Which one? I don't know. You saved my dog. We can tell that
I saved
one.
your dog.
Yeah. You can tell that one.
Well, we were just chilling at the park, and his dog started was he vomiting?
No. You have no backstory. So we walked the dog, and I couldn't find a dog leash. So I used this rope, and I was all like, oh, I don't remember how to tie knots. I'll just tie a knot. Like, what could go wrong? And then we're like, at the park. So I tie him to a tree, and then he sees a squirrel, and he runs at it, and the rope goes tight. And I was like, oh, he's coughing. He probably shouldn't have done that. And then I realized the rope was tightening.
And then he's suffocating and dying.
Yeah.
And Jesse tried to cut the rope off, but he couldn't. And I was like, let a man do this. And I cut the rope off and saved his dog.
What were your first impressions of each other?
Perfect.
Amazing. Beautiful, funny, awesome.
Beautiful. Perfect. Darling. My lover.
How has being in different grades affected your friendship?
It hasn't. I'm the weirdo who's friends with all the freshmen. They're not freshmen. Sophomore and juniors. Well, she's not junior either, but I'm the weirdo, yeah. And she's the cool one because she's friends with me because I'm really cool.
Yeah.
What do you guys like about one another?
We hold each other's hands. I like her hair. I think that's why I was so attracted to her. Because her hair was just so perfect.
Adulthood is where it all changes. Friendships take a back seat to the newly formed families and relationships we've forged. Children will take a priority over spending time with friends. Work will take precedent over meeting new ones. Who we are will have already been defined, and we will know that the friends we've made and potentially kept over the years helped to write that definition.
Well, our friendship is different because we do see each other just about every day. But a lot of adult friendships don't need that constant contact and communication because it's not nearly all that possible unless it's your neighbor or your work friend. You don't have time because of children and spouse and all those pieces typically to continue to daily basis or very frequently cultivate the friendship. It stays solid and you re-engage in it whenever you can.
And I think what Dan just said about family for me is kind of the big one. That's just your priority. And it's not that friendships don't matter, and I think you're right that you can maybe have a better, not a better, but a bigger expanse of time between when you see people. But yeah, I mean, when the second you have kids, the second you've got a job, those kinds of things, it alters the way that you prioritize it. And I think in high school and college, your friends so often are your priority, and so the priority just shifts.
And I think it's a good point because it brings it full circle, I guess, to the whole point of this. That's why it's great to be able to come to work and to have such a good friend at work because outside of work, again, your friendships are difficult to nurture on a daily basis, if you will. So that's kind of makes it all the better.
So, what makes friendships last? Frankly, it's all relative. It's up for you to decide. Consider what makes your best friends truly the best. Is it the times you've spent together? The things you've experienced? The memories you've made? Only you know. So, after we say goodbye to our high school friends and move on to new ones, try not to forget the lessons each of them has taught you, and use these to make each relationship you have stronger than the last.
This hurts.
This is scary.
No. Get down. No. Oh my god. Stop. Okay. Well, bye. Good job. I'm proud of you.
I love you.
I love you more.
I love you the most.
Back.
What?
Back.
For you.
What up?